My name is Samantha Abbott, and I'm going to be an emergency physician. I'm originally from San Diego, California, and I went to school for undergrad at UC Santa Barbara, where I studied biopsychology. While I was in undergrad, I worked as a medical scribe in the emergency department. I also worked several other jobs at the same time. As a student at Cal State East Bay's pre-med post-bac program, their pre-professional health academic program. And I'll be applying to MD programs to become a physician this cycle. Right now, I'm actually living in Kailua, Oahu, and working out here since the COVID pandemic has happened. I'm actually working now as a private tutor. What's really, really important to us is that we reach out to underserved high school students and various disadvantaged populations and offer education services to this. And we host fundraisers for different nonprofits. Right now, we're hosting a fundraiser for CAL FIRE since the wildfires are going on. We're also going to be hosting a fundraiser for RISE, which is a nonprofit organization in Kailua, Oahu, which focus on teens and young adults that are homeless, and we really focused on getting these students into higher education. So the impact that I really hope to have in 5, 10, 15 years, ideally I'll have graduated from medical school, be moving on personally to an internship or a residency, but I really hope to carry it with me, the importance of public health and education and mentorship of the young people in our population, and getting young women especially into STEM and into healthcare fields. When I look back and tell people I was easily working 50 hours a week, as undergrad. I would work overnights in the ER, come home at like 5 a.m., sleep for a few hours, get up for my 8 a.m. class, and go and spend a whole day and then go back to another overnight. There are a lot of different reasons that people have different paths to healthcare, and that's okay. Your success is your success. One thing that I would really love to bring into healthcare is that importance of, public health as a whole. Looking at smaller disadvantaged populations, populations that don't have as many opportunities to receive care, opportunities for education, which then increases the availability of care. So for what has propelled me into, a career in healthcare was really like experiences that I had early on as a child and different things that pushed me to really want to care for people in their darkest moments. When they come in, to the emergency room, they're in, pain that they've never felt before, they're confused, their family members are scared. It was in those darkest moments that I realized, this is a purpose that I could serve. I could help people this way. I'm not, squeamish with blood. I can work in, like a very fast-paced, traumatic wing of the hospital, like the emergency room. And I think when I worked in the emergency room, what really, really pulled me there was when it was all this different patients that we worked with. So, whether it's, a 7-year-old who for the first time is telling, the physician and myself that his father has been abusing him and his sister, and you're working with him in child care services, or whether, it's an elderly woman who all her family flew out for her 98th birthday and she's not going to make it through the night. And you sit there and hold her hand and play her favorite music. It's those sort of scenarios that really like pull people into medicine, and that pulled me into medicine. There were a lot of times, when we had a lot of college students our age didn't buckle up in a car, and went through the windshield, things like that just pull at your heartstrings. And you realize, like, when the parents come in and you have to speak to them and explain what happened to their daughter, you realize that it's not about you, it's not about the prestige of the career field, it's not about the subject matter, it's about being able to be there for someone and explain to them in their darkest moments, we will support you as best we can, despite this horrible thing that has happened to you. And so I feel, a really deep tie to emergency medicine specifically, and I hope to bring more women into STEM, more minorities into STEM. I'm a first-generation college graduate. I'll be a first-generation student in medicine, so really, really excited, and I hope that I can bring you along with me.